Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrodinger's cards, with your tarot reading for the next new moon phase from 30th of May until 14th of June. This moon is in Gemini. So Aries, this one's for you. You're gonna rethink your approach, right? Because you're taking things head on and just, figure it out as you go along. But this Gemini moon, it is about communication, right? And resetting your ways of communicating and looking for the truth. And so you're practically you're gonna know both sides before getting into stuff, which is quite unusual for you, right? Having the knowledge before, not after the experience. This is gonna be interesting. So let's see what the cards hold for you, what it is you're moving out of, what the energy is you're in, and the energy you're moving into, right? This is a general reading, so feel free to drop the message if it doesn't resonate with you. If it does, drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Space is cleansed, all that stuff. Never mind. The thing is, you don't have to, right, be all ritualistic about it. It's, it's all a projection of you. That's why I don't do love readings, right? I don't want you to project something into your reality just because I told you so. What I want you to prepare for is the energy you're moving into, and that, well, is most likely subject to your free will, how you want to experience that energy. Can be a person, can be a situation that is made up of many persons, yada, yada, yada. So let's see. I guess it takes one more shuffle though. Just because. All right. So Aries, let's see. You're coming out of a Four of Swords. Well, Four of Swords is a good energy to come out of. It means you've been holding on to something. It's or not holding on to in a sense of you have to let go of it, but actually you made it through a kind of tough time. It's been a little rough, right? Fair enough. Okay, let's put this here. It's been a little rough, but it's cool. You managed to pull through it. That's perfect, especially if it's in the past. When it's in the past, and it's good. You're coming out of that energy, and the Four of Swords, it means pulling through it, it probably reaps some rewards right now. The Lovers in reverse means you giving up a commitment that you put a lot of love in, and that is actually a soul connection. Giving up that commitment doesn't have to mean a relationship, even if the lover suggests that, but it's more likely a commitment to yourself, right? Which can imply a relationship or be mirrored in a relationship. But I feel you've been holding on to some thoughts, right, until you had to realize it's not worth pulling through with this, because once you learn your lesson from that situation, and this is a major arcana, right? There was some lesson to be learned. Once you learned your lesson, you don't need the energy to confront you anymore, right? That can be letting go of that person, or letting go of a commitment in terms of a passion or a project or whatever you were working on. Let's see in the clarifications how this exactly is playing out. You're moving into the Six of Coins, so there is your reward. You're reaping that reward. Six of Coins is, it's an earth energy, right? So it is about manifesting abundance in your life, wealth and stability. And it seems like this commitment made you rather unstable. Either it didn't work out in terms of money or whatever, or you were in that constant emotional shiver, back and forth. Is it really worth it? Am I getting enough out of it as much as I give into it? Something like that. And you've been trying to hold on with those Four of Swords. It's I'm pulling through this. I got this. I'm committed. I'm true to my word. Yada, yada, yada. And now you're in that energy of it has to be an equal give and take, or else it's bullshit, right? And you're kind of demanding that. And you're moving into the energy of getting it, because the Six of Coins is also about creating that balance, that equal give and take. So you're not accepting anything less than that in your reality. That's the energy you're moving into. That is very beautiful. So it probably has to do with communicating what you actually want, your expectations, but rather your standards, right? Because expectations do lead us astray, but having a good standard is a form of self-love, right? So you're not accepting giving, receiving less than you're actually giving to a situation. And that is soul growth right there. And it was probably a little painful, but nevertheless, it was probably worth it, right? So the overall energy for the reading is the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is cool. We should have done that before, right? But as it pops out, it's always perfect. So that Eight of Swords in reverse, what does it say? It's like you're losing those mindsets that kept you blinded to having to let go of this commitment, right? It's like, they were good thoughts, right? And kind of heroic, right? Sticking to those thoughts, weathering the storm, right? Pulling through it with this, like the 4 and the 8. That's exactly what it's about. It's like coming out of those mindsets, realizing it's like, yeah, it was a good idea, but it's still not working out because there's something very profound missing in that. And that's what you're not accepting less of anymore. Very beautiful. So let's clarify. There's the Hangman in the past, so you've been hanging on to this way too long, right? Trusting that it's going to work out fine, even if it actually didn't. Like the 9 of Coins in reverse is crossing this Hangman, so it's like, yeah, you saw that it's not providing that stability, that it's not providing that abundance, either in feeling or actual wealth, whatever. But this 9 of Coins in reverse is like, it didn't work, right? And that's kind of what got you out of that Hangman situation into that Lovers in reverse right here. And the Temperance card, rounding this up, is like, yeah, this was healing. You needed to know that even if you have good intentions, sometimes it's not supposed to work out, right? Sometimes it's supposed to teach you a lesson that even the most intense and beautiful things have to come to an end for you to embrace that self-love you learned, right? Because that's the thing. If something is giving you appreciation, that's filling a hole, and that's not negative in a sense, but if you really want to practice self-love, you fill that hole yourself, right? So that's what you're learning. It's like, oh, someone is giving me that love, so I'm worthy of that love. That's when you have to realize, I'm able to provide that love to myself because now I learned that I'm worthy of it, right? So I got to own it and give it to myself, be able to just be proud of myself, accept that self-love into my life as a standard, right? Yeah, well, the Sun in reverse with the Lovers clarifying the Lovers in reverse is not a surprise because like giving up a commitment like that, it's always tough, isn't it? It's always like losing a little bit of that happiness because like, yeah, of course, then there's that hole, and that hole, you need to fill it yourself, right? Until you like, yeah, you switch it on. You got to switch on your self-confidence right there to fill that hole from the inside, and it takes a little time. Like there's that temperance angel in the past, like you have been healing, and now apply what you learned, right? The Sun is crossed by Justice. Well, makes sense. Like this is, yeah, well, justice and judgment's not the same, but they have kind of similar feelings to me. And justice is about balance. It's about that equal give and take. It's about accepting nothing less than fairness, right? The right thing to do is to let it go and to, well, give it to yourself, right? Learn to be like this girl in the picture right here, like Justice. Like she knows what's right and wrong, right? And that there's a little bit of right and a little bit of wrong in either side, right? It's the yin-yang aspect of it. So it's like, that's karma, right? So even though it hurts with the Sun in reverse, or like it's taking a lot of energy out of you to do this, you somehow know it's the right thing to do, and that's a cool energy to be in because it's major arcana. Like your soul has already decided to go that route. That is so cool. And then there's that 6 of Cups in reverse that is working together with the Sun right there. Like, yeah, it makes sense. You're thinking back like, oh, it was so cool, and the way it started, it felt so intense, and I had all the good intentions, and because 6 of Cups, it is taking your emotional state to the next level, because the 6 after the 5, like the 5 is the change, the 6 is taking it to the next level, right? But that also comes with a little evaluation, right? So that's the nostalgia part of the card, right? When you look into the past and be like, ah, oh, damn, but it felt so good, and what if this is never coming back? It's like, justice right here knows is that you are deserving. You deserve to be loved like that. So you decide to love yourself like that. And that's exactly what is getting you into that 6 of coins energy right here in the future. There's the Knight of Coins. I feel like that's you. I feel like that's you providing that stability yourself, right? Just be like, I am the Knight of Coins. I know where to invest. I know to invest into myself, right? That is cool. That is not egotistic or egomaniac, right? That is just self-love, accepting you as worthy of your own love. And that is very beautiful. That 7 of Wands in reverse is like, it doesn't feel like a win, right? Like giving a commitment up like that, it doesn't really feel like a win. There's a lot of passion that is like creeping through you, right? It's like, and of course, it's a little like, yeah, you're crunching your teeth over this. Makes sense, right? But 7 of Wands also means there's an insight about what you truly desire, right? And that there are some things you do not truly desire. You just want to make work because you thought it was the right thing to do. But the right thing to do is like, the idea of what the right thing to do is shifting right now inside you. That is that major arcana justice right here. So as the final card for this, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Coins in reverse. I feel like it looks more and more like an actual love reading, right? But nevertheless, whether it's a person that is representing that lovers to you, or it's a project, or whatever commitment you're in, of course, the Queen of Cups in reverse means it's going to hurt one way or another. Like you're moving into having to accept that the other side, whatever that other side is, doesn't really agree with your decision, because it's tough to see for them. And like their challenge is probably to step up to that Queen of Cups, of knowing that it's not their fault actually, but it's never your fault, right? It is always just like energies playing out, compatibility, stuff like that. You're learning from it, right? And that Queen of Cups energy in reverse is like, yeah, you're gonna feel good about it in time, right? You're gonna flip that Queen of Cups around and just know that you have to own your feelings, and that your feelings are worthy of being felt. They need to be felt. You have to pull through this, right? But nevertheless, this is all clarifying that 6 of Coins right here, which means you're generating that balance in abundance in your life, in manifesting something beautiful for you, right? And that is cool. So that is that new moon in Gemini resetting the way you evaluate, right? You're looking for the truth. You're seeing both sides. You're making a decision that is based on truth, accepting nothing but truth, right? That's that Gemini energy with the new moon resetting your value system in a sense, right? So whatever it is you're pulling through right now, and like that Lovers in reverse, it's not exactly what you want to see, but what I can tell you is it's supposed to be like that. And that might be a soothing thought, is like, yeah, you're making a judgment call right here, like you know what you deserve, you're learning what you deserve, and that you basically have to give it to you yourself, right? And even if that 7 of Wands in reverse in the future is like, yeah, but what did I actually gain from this? Well, independence, right? Not only emotional independence, but in your way of manifesting stability in your life, meaning the way you feel about your reality, right? So the way you are working with your reality, with what you want to manifest, generate in your life. and you're accepting nothing but that balance. Like if it doesn't give that energy back to you, like try not to be disappointed with that Queen of Cups in reverse. Like be on top of your feelings in a sense. Let them through, right? But just be on top of them and know that it's all about being able to provide for yourself, and especially in terms of self-love, and then coming from that with that self-confidence you manifest. That is so cool. So the overall energy, back again, right? The Eight of Swords in reverse means you're actually like you're dismantling that cage of belief systems you built for yourself to pull through stuff because you don't need it anymore. You're rearranging those thoughts in your mind and your heart right here, right? So this is all about learning self-love in a big freaking way and accepting nothing else but that equal give and take. That is so beautiful. Seems like you're having a little rough time, but it's coming to an end quite soon, because feeling that Knight of Coins energy you're moving into, I believe, wholeheartedly believe that's your energy, right? It's like feeling like the Knight of Coins. It's like, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm starting with this right now. I'm taking care of myself, like maybe my body, like some routines or whatever, or maybe some investing time and money into what you actually want to do, regardless of what anyone thinks about it, right? And even if some Queen of Cups gets hurt in the process, that's like, well, sorry, not sorry. This is just what I have to do, right? And even if that, you know, it's not, and you don't need to distance yourself in that way. It's like, I don't give a fuck what you think, right? It's not about that. It's about, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I just got to do this, right? I love you, whatever, right? I put so much love into this, and it's still part of me, but I have to learn how to, you know, manifest and provide that self-love for myself, right? Self-love needs to be self-evident, and that's the tricky part of it, right? So what's the advice? One more advice card. Let's see. Where can I put it? Here can I put it? Yeah, Emperor. What more to say? That Emperor energy says, like, it's the decisiveness. The decisiveness and, yeah, structure. It's masculine energy, right? It's the divine masculine that says, I need to go that route. And if anyone's hurt in the process, well, I didn't mean that. And sometimes you can't get around it. If you, like, who said that? If you can't get around it, you have to go through it. But that's like, that Emperor energy, that's exactly what you need to be in right now. And it's okay. And it's not disrespectful, even if it comes across harsh. It is just you stepping into your power and learning how to love yourself the right way, the way you deserve. That's so powerful, Aries. Have fun with this energy. Thank you so much. If this resonated with you, definitely drop a comment. If it didn't, drop the message, but then you wouldn't be like this far in the video, right? Yeah, like and subscribe and follow me around on Instagram. And yeah, the TikTok channel also, right? At the Spiritual Daywalker. Thank you so much, Aries. Have fun with this energy. Love you.